Hey everyone, techsteve here, and on this video we're going to unbox and I'm going to give you guys my first impressions on the new Samsung QN90B. Now again, this is part of the 2022 models and I want you guys to know that I paid for this TV. It is not a sponsored video, so anytime you see this TV come up, it's my personal opinion based off of the test that I'm doing here in the studio. Now on this video again, I'm going to unbox it. We're going to take a look at the design of the television, the inputs, the remote control, and I'll show you guys how to do the basic setup. So sit back and relax, and let's get started. Before we jump into everything, I just want to show you guys this quick chart, and I will tell you that the B series is not available in the 43-inch, nor is it available in the 98-inch, as you can see right here. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed. It's just a single piece of tape right here on the front of it. And I will tell you guys that it's been so long since I filmed one of the premium TVs. This 50-inch weighs about 50 pounds, which a lot of TVs that I've been reviewing lately generally weighs about 15, 20 pounds, feel like anyway. So in the box, looks like we're gonna get a quick setup guide. And let's see what else we have here. It looks like one of the bases. And over here, paperwork, remote control, and a power cord. Let's go and pull this out. All right, and the TV's right there below this. One thing I want to show you guys, since I have the 50-inch, I'm going to pull this out from the top view, but if you get the 55, 65, or anything larger, you literally would break down the box. So you can see there's two different types of setups when you do this. Oh, I just want to show you guys this part just got out of the box. This is the metal base. And I will tell you that you do not want to drop this on your feet. Definitely would hurt. So let's go and get the TV the rest of the way out of the box. And again, it's a little bit heavier, so we'll go ahead and grab the ends here. All right, got the TV out of the box. Let's go and lay it down. Always lay these TVs down on the back if possible so you don't mess with the glass. But now we need to assemble the base so we can get the TV on it. If you use a power drill to put TVs together, make sure you get one with a clutch on it, so if it gets too tight, that keeps it from stripping out all the screws and damaging your TV or anything you're putting together. So to put this base together, you have these little notches right here, you just put them like that. And then you want to get your drill. Again, make sure you have your clutch enabled so you don't get it too tight. Now that's mounted, we're ready to move it over to the TV. So just so you guys know, I had to flip this TV because that's the way this mounts, but again, try not to put it on the glass if possible, or put it on the bed or a soft surface. So all you need to do is just hook this on, let it go. Looks pretty solid. And then we're just gonna screw in the rest of the 4 screws that's required. Now I might need to put extension on my drill when I look at this. So let's go and get it all mounted in. So now I have my extension on here. I can get a little bit deeper into this little slot right here to make sure to get screwed in good. So I know this video is a little bit slower, but this is what it really takes when I make my videos. So I thought I'd slow it down for you guys so you can see it step by step. But I want to show you guys a couple of my OCDs. First of all, I always put everything that comes in the box with the television into a baggie, and I label it and date it. And then another thing I do is I always use a P-Touch labeling machine to label the remote controls, because after you get a few of them laying around, this helps you figure out which one is which. Now this is a solar remote, so you just pull that little tab out, and then this right here starts to charge the battery in there. There's a USB-C right here on the bottom just in case you need to manually charge it. But otherwise, solar powered. While I have this turned around, let's take a look at it. Over here you have your power input. There's 4 screw holes right here, so you can easily mount it on the wall. Come over here, there's 2 USB inputs. There's also a fiber optic output right here. There's 4 HDMIs, a LAN connection for hooking it directly to a router. You also have an external link so you can connect it to some of the Samsung device. And over here you have an NTSC 3.0 tuner for next gen 4K over-the-air content, which is great. Now when it comes to these 4 HDMIs, unfortunately, this one right here is going to be a game. This is going to be eARC, so it literally has one HDMI 2.1 and three HDMI 60 Hz. So if you have two gaming consoles, you're only going to be able to get HDMI 2.1 to work if you want to get 4K 120 Hz. And if you saw my videos on these adapters, that's where these come in, because you have one HDMI output, so you can run it over to that one port I showed you guys. And then these have two HDMI 2.1 inputs, so you can run an Xbox Series X and a PS5 on either one of these and then be able to switch over. So again, that's why I make these videos. All right, so let's go ahead and power it up and see what happens here.
Hello. Discover great new possibilities.
So there's two different ways you can set this up. I've actually shown the video where you can do a smartphone, but we're going to do a remote control so I don't confuse anybody. It's going to press on that. Now I will tell you guys that you're going to need to have a Wi-Fi or Ethernet capabilities, and you're going to need to set up a Samsung account. So I already got all that ready to go. And on the back of the TV, all I plugged in was the PS5. So the first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and add your Wi-Fi, and you can see it found the 5 gigahertz. Now I have my Wi-Fi plugged in. All I got to do is hit go at the bottom, and then it's going to connect to the wireless. As you can see, it was very successful. The next thing that you'll be prompted with is to do updates. Once the update is completed, you want to go ahead and log into a Samsung account. Now, if you don't have one, you can create a new account right here by going ahead and using your smartphone or computer and going to that web address, or you can do it later, but you will not be able to download applications. Since I do have a Samsung account, I'm gonna go ahead and log into the one that I currently have, doing the same process. So basically what I did is I took the link and used my smartphone with the QR code. Once I logged in, I came up with this, and to see the TV did change and it welcomes me back to my account. If you want to protect your account a little bit more, you can put a PIN number, but I'm going to go ahead and skip this. If you have a Samsung television now, or if you plan on buying another one in the future, this can save all your data so you can download the configuration just in case you want to resume the television later on or buy another one. Now on this screen, it found some of the older TVs that I've used on this channel, and I can restore this TV from these backups using that account. The next thing you want to do is enter your zip code. I'll put a fake one in. Now this is giving you a summary of what's connected. And if you like, you can use different voice commands or none at all. So you can do Bixby, you can do the Amazon Alexa, you can also do Google Assistant, but it all depends on what type of smart devices you have in your home. But for now, I'm gonna do this later. The next thing it's gonna show you is some different applications you can download from the App Store. Now this TV can adapt to the sound and the lighting in your room, so I'm gonna go ahead and enable that. You get this little preview. So here we have it, guys. This is the new Tizen 6.5 operating system. And as you can see, everything's on the side here where it used to be in the center of the television. On top here, you have privacy choices. Not sure if that ever goes away, but basically when you click on it, it's just giving you all the privacies of what the TV is collecting whenever you're using it. And again, that's something that you guys can read about. I try not to talk about those type of things on the channel. The next bar you have is search. And you can use your voice command, as you can see right there, or you can search for just about anything. So if there's any kind of content on one of the built-in applications, you can search for it right here, no problem. The next feature is ambient mode, and a lot of people like this feature because what it can do is make your TV look like a picture frame. And now this TV has NFTs, so you can go in here and buy these creations, and you can have some art that you actually pay for. So that's kind of give you an idea of how that works. And if you don't want to pay for it, you can use media. You can also go down here and you can use some of the Samsung, and you can use some of the built-in Samsung applications down here. So don't feel like you have to buy something by using this feature. Another thing I like about the Tizen 6.5 is that if you click on media, everything that I'm looking at now is media. So it's not going to be games or anything like that. So if we look under your menu, you can see you have settings, and now this is where all the settings are. So you have your all settings, your Wi-Fi, intelligent mode, gaming mode, pretty much all these different features that you had on your previous models. The next thing you have is connected devices. So if you go up, go over, This shows everything plugged in. You can see you have Samsung TV Plus, the PS5. This is if I plug in a USB dongle. This is my ATSC 3.0 TV tuner. And you can see all your other features are still there. Another feature you have in here is called multi-view. I showed this a few times. And this allows you to run your smart device and the application on the screen at the same time. So if I want to pull up internet, and if I connect my smartphone together for doing live stream, one side of it will show my smartphone, the other side will show my smart device, but in this case, it's actually showing the PS5 that I plugged in. It's just doing some repairs from something I had plugged into it. Speaking of web browsers, you can use the remote control that comes with it. You can also plug in a keyboard or mouse through USB, or you can connect it to a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. So I can go up here and search for anything I want. And I will tell you that I haven't tried it on any kind of website, but I know it will play HTML5 if you have a website that supports that. The next thing I want to show you guys, if you're going to settings, you can see you have different picture modes. You have expert settings, just like on all Samsung TVs. This one does have local dimming, enhanced contrast, filmmakers mode. So I can't wait till I get to the video where I get to check out all these features in this television. But you can see under sound, you have expert, and this is where you have HDMI ARC that you can turn off and on, Dolby Atmos, and again, you can run simultaneous fiber optic output, and you can use the speakers built in, which is a cool feature. Over here, they have connections, so you can see there's the QN90B. You can change your networks, and then this is for external devices, so you can change your different connections like input manager, and this is where you can do the Bluetooth, keyboards, mouse. Then gaming settings, it has all kind of different gaming modes, including Gaming Mode Plus, where you can control the jitter, the noise reductions, and you do have HDR tone mapping, which is pretty cool. And this goes into what they call HDR10 Plus gaming, and you can do regular HDR gaming as well. It does have Apple Airplay, so if you do have any Apple devices, you can connect them directly to this television. I just wish Samsung would start using HomeKit so you can permanently connect it to your Apple devices, but you can at least use it as a screen mirroring device. And there's a few other settings down here. So before we end this video, I just want you guys to know that this is not a video I was normally going to film, but I got this TV in yesterday, so I thought I would unbox it and walk you guys through the process, because everything I showed you on this video is what happens when the camera's off and you get to see the glamour shots of it. And that's part of being a YouTuber, and I understand, and I enjoy every bit of time that I spend with these TVs. Now, my initial impression is I do like the Tizen 6.5. It is a lot cleaner, and if you're used to Samsung, it's probably gonna be a little confusing where everything is. I did some basic gaming, seemed to be just like any other Samsung that I've tested in the past. And from there, there's some concerns I may have, and when I make my main video, I'll show you guys some of the things that I'm talking about. But again, $1,600 for a 50-inch TV. This TV better perform, otherwise, all you're gonna see on this channel is bargain TVs or maybe some OLEDs in the future. I'm techsteve. If you haven't already, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!